Hey guys, I'm Orthodon and we are back for Boruto episode 165. So, last time, unfortunately, we had Amoy's men, give out some info they weren't supposed to in order to save Amoy and cause their own deaths instead. He let Deepa let Amoy live, but killed his two men, which really sucks. Poor Amoy was just left there to deal with that. And now Deepa is heading towards Boruto and the gang, who have defeated the guy who sacrificed himself to buy time, and now they're going to be heading to try to catch up with the remaining two Land of Haze ninja that have the Hashirama cell. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this. Deepa might catch up with them this episode, and things might get crazy. So yeah, let's get into it and see, shall we? All right, we're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. All right. Yes. Yep. Damn little bug flying around my room. It's just like one little bug. Yep. Damn. That sucks. Well, pretty sure they're dead. That blows, man. I wonder if the Hidden Cloud is gonna get in now. Like, are they gonna want revenge for some of their shinobi being killed? Are they gonna want in on the hunt for Kara with the Leaf Village? Once they find out? Eat. I want food. Some kind of fruit they found or something? Damn. It's not a lot to eat if they like split that in four. I mean, I guess they're on a mission. They can't afford to. That's not even a snack for me. God. All right. Good. They're eating their half. Okay. I was like, can you imagine, like, it looked like a pretty small thing. Like, they ate it in one bite. It's like eating 2 apple slices. Alright. Da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum. I think I'm gonna get a banana with a little bit of peanut butter to, like, dip it in. After this, of course. I can't wait to learn more about all this stuff, like the Leaf Village being like partially destroyed or kind of like a lot of destroyed in the opening, if that's ever going to become a thing. Oh, excuse me. like them being in like those things that look like blood bags, but one of them being like inside of it or whatever. Like, I'm so excited to like get deeper in this arc because you guys keep letting me know in the comments, like singing its praises and stuff like that. And where I have very much liked the beginning, and I have been told that it starts a little slow, it hasn't been anything like crazy yet. Like, it feels like a lot of other arcs, you know? But I feel like it's building up. The quadruplets duty. Okay. They're catching up. Zoom in on the earring when he said that, too. He's running out of ear space. Is this... Did they set up a trap there? Is that, like, copies or something? Yep. Yep. They knew someone was after them. They wouldn't just stop there and look at a map. It's haze. Oh, god damn it. Another one of these. Is this one gonna be different? Hellish obliteration. Well, that doesn't sound good. Oh, tentacle powers OP. You guys remember when we were kids and we were, like, terrified of quicksand? I guess not everyone... I can't say everyone was like that. Jeez. Yeah, it looks like a curse mark now. Like, with the... Now that it's not glowing anymore. It certainly does, right? Look at that. Alright. He has all four, right? That's what they just showed us. How do they get out of this one? Jeez, sucking in the trees, too. He can throw it. What? The more chakra you use, the deeper you sink, or something? Or what? Ah, okay, that's it. I see. Ugh. Is he gonna try to move backwards? Well, he's being pulled farther away. That ain't working. He's going down too. I mean, the last one did this. Are you surprised? I mean, they're not evil. They're just trying to get the Hashirama cell for their own country, right? They just seem kind of evil. Oh, backstory or flashback? Okay, so this is just before the mission. Oh. Does that mean if they get a girlfriend, they have to split it 4 ways too? Sorry. No. Gathering the intel, transformed. Freaking Boruto coming in, ruining it. Them just lurking. Yeah, I figured that they'd been... I mean, it was pretty obvious that they were following since they showed up at the bar. Oh, is this... Are we gonna see the first one sacrificed? We never saw it before. Jeez. They are so... I mean, it's kind of like Boruto said. Like, I know they're doing it for their mission, and they said they're doing it to save someone, but they're just like... They don't even stop to think about it. It's just like, alright, we need to get in. Alright, I'll end my life to do it, you know? Yeah, so they all have one of these. Jeez. So does this just open a door? Interesting. Jeez. So just consumes all of his life. So it just opens a gateway that gets him through the barrier, I guess? That sucks. Yeah. Well, shit. I guess that was a commercial break or something. That was just a funny cut to, like, them struggling and then... I don't know. Fade to black to more struggling. Yeah, they don't even know. Make you feel indebted. Oh. Jeez, Mitsuki, why did your arms... Wait, I don't know. I'll talk about that later. If I remember. Right, so what happens when he's swallowed up? Does the jutsu keep going? Okay. Okay. So they're basically just gonna keep dragging him down until he dies, and then the jutsu will clear, and then they'll be fine, then? Unless Deepa makes it there first. I kind of feel bad for these guys in a way. They're gonna do all this, and I have a feeling they're not gonna... I mean, I'm most certain they're not gonna make it. Oh. Mugino gonna do something? He got partially free. Wait, is Mitsuki's hands free now? Yeah. So what happens when this jutsu dispels? Are they just gonna be half in the ground? Or are they just gonna, like, pop back up and be okay? Oh. I mean, it's not like Boruto is really doing anything right now, right? It's not like he's stopping him. I mean, he's telling him to release a jutsu, but... Jeez. Jeez. This guy's crazy. Frickin' Sarada just... Amoy, how the hell did you make it here? Jesus. Shit. Yeah. Means he probably went ahead, right? Oh my god, this guy is stubborn as hell. So he can just release his jutsu then, and it'll be fine? Alright. Sure. I get it. Why he'd do that. Jeez. I guess we didn't get to see what happened to them. I guess it probably just spit them back out, right? Considering they're not half in the ground. It's like Deku. Alright. So now they're going to be working together, sort of. I guess not entirely. They're going in the same direction, not necessarily working together. I can't believe Amoy managed to crawl his way here in time. Alright, they have a little intel, they know this guy's dangerous, they know what to expect now, but that still doesn't mean they're ready for it. We'll see. Deepa. You evil bastard. And that's it. Alright. A lot of focus on the quadruplets this episode. Interesting. I was hoping we'd get a little more from Deepa, but it's fine. I will say, I mentioned it a little bit at the start of this episode, the pacing for this arc is a little bit slow. Like, we spend basically, like an entire episode for, like, each of these four guys, except for the first one, I guess. But, like, the last two absorbed, like, an entire episode. I guess we got to see a lot of Deepa stuff in the last episode, so it wasn't entirely, but yeah. But, I mean, they're buying time, and they're showing that they're buying time, you know? It just feels like, I mean, if you, like, I enjoyed the episode, don't get me wrong. Like, it was good, and I liked seeing, like, the ability of the first one that caused the first one to die, because we kind of just skipped over that, you know? And it made us sympathize with those characters, you know? Like, even though they're rude and everything, but they're trying to do things for their own village, you know? I've never really thought that they were evil, you know? Like, in the sense of, like, Deepa, you know? But, anyway. That is the end of episode 165, guys. But yeah, basically what I was trying to say was, like, if you think about what happened this episode is they found the quadruplets, right? The Land of Haze Shinobi. And then one of them bought time using that pit, and then they all just yelled at each other about what, like, trying to save him or not save him, and Boruto getting closer and stuff for, like, the rest of the episode. And I mean, other than like the flashback stuff, that was the whole episode, you know? So it's like when you think about like how much progressed, like really not much. Like we're like a minute closer like than we were before, um but I still enjoyed the episode. Like I said, I already sympathized with these Land of Haze shinobi and stuff like that, especially because I feel like they're being manipulated, you know? I feel like they're like, oh, let's send these orphans that we took in to do this job where they're probably going to have to sacrifice their lives. And they're so indebted to us that they're going to be willing to do that, you know? Because they were orphans, they took them in when they had no food, so now they're deeply indebted to the Land of Haze, you know? But, I mean, yeah. I definitely, like, I don't know if that's the case. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they actually just respect these shinobi and think they're capable of handling it, you know, or something. But it definitely, I got the vibes of, like, hey, we're gonna, and they don't even know, like, what the Hashirama cell does, so, like, their land hasn't even, like, told them about it, you know? So they're not even informed, so it's not like they're, like, close to the inner circle. So I definitely feel like it's kind of like a manipulation kind of thing of these orphans, but yeah, I definitely felt bad for them sacrificing their lives for this mission that is for a village that might not respect them, you know, and only help them to use them, you know. But I could be wrong about that. But yeah, his ability was interesting. It was just like this like quicksand pit that had these tentacles that hold you down. The closer you are to him, the more powerful, which makes sense. And the farther you sink, it's not a very threatening jutsu in the sense that if as long as you don't get right up on him, he's going to be the first one to sink, and then it's going to end. Right, is the thing. So it only bought time. Like that's the thing. Like at least the last guys summoned this like being that could have possibly taken out its enemy, you know? Whereas this thing, it only delays the enemies at the cost of your life. Like, that's such a huge deal. Like, to give up your life to buy, like, I don't know how long they were in that pit. Like, it's hard to say. But, like, even if it was, like, even if they somehow bought 2 hours, and I know it wasn't even close to that, it was probably, like, 5 minutes or something. But even if it was 2 hours, it's still not worth your life. But, I mean, I guess in the grander scheme, it's their mission, and they feel like it's worth giving up their lives for the mission, you know. So, but yeah, that's just crazy to me that they would throw away their lives just to buy a little bit of time, you know. The thing is like I agree with why he canceled it though, and I'm kind of glad it wasn't until Deepa was brought up, because it would have been like kind of pathetic if his conviction ended with Boruto just being like, you shouldn't do that, you know. But once he heard about Deepa, the thing is like the Leaf Shinobi aren't able to go into the Land of Haze, right? But Deepa, this person who has no affiliation to a village, can do whatever the hell he wants, which means like I don't know his name, but the quadruplet here that was sacrificing himself, if he thought of that, it would have been like, you know, okay, well, like his thought process would have been, if this guy is telling the truth, and if this dude is really on his way, then, you know, the Leaf Shinobi, once we cross the border, we would have been fine. But with this guy, he could just keep following him all the way to their damn village and just slaughter their whole village, you know, or whatever. So, like, I agree with him for canceling his jutsu after that, you know? And I'm glad it went that way rather than, like, the power of friendship and love, like Boruto spouts some nonsense and he's just like, oh, okay, yeah, you're right, you know. So I like the way that developed. I just like remembered, like in the middle of talking about that, I like paused for a second because for some reason I remembered a dream. I think I glanced over and I was like looking like, because I haven't trimmed my beard in a while, but it's actually not looking too bad. even still. And then it like dawned on me, it like clicked that I actually had a dream that I was trimming my beard, and I accidentally just like slipped and trimmed off like half my mustache, and then I had to make the decision whether I shave the entire beard off, or if I actually just like cut the rest of the mustache off and go without a mustache. And honestly, I'm not a fan of that look, like not having a mustache but having a beard. I always thought it looked weird to me, you know? So like I don't know why. I just suddenly remembered having that dream and having that dilemma in my dream where I'm like, well crap, and now I gotta like cut the rest of this off or something. And then I was like, oh, that sucks. Like I really messed that one up. And then I got like halfway through cutting off the beard, and I was like, maybe I don't want to do this. And I was like, no, I have the beard halfway cut off. Like I can't stop now. Anyway, sorry. But yeah, that was interesting. But as for the episode, like I said, I honestly don't really have much more to talk about because like we really had like the flashback, which made me sympathize. The first guy opening that gate to get through the barrier. I thought he like forced himself through the barrier, which like broke it but killed him or something. But it's good to see like what he actually did. He used his like little death suicide jutsu thing that they all seem to have, and managed to get it. So my question, actually, you know what I just thought about? If he is able to just cancel the jutsu like that, could he technically, like, maybe it takes too much chakra, actually, or something. I gotta remember that chakra is, like, a resource they have to use that isn't unlimited. Because I was thinking, like, why couldn't he have just gone right up to the point where he's about to die? Like, neck, like, look up, like, push it for as long as you can, and then release the jutsu, right? Maybe his arms would have been under at that point, you know, and he would have been able to do the hand movement to release it or something, but like, he could have pushed it up to the very last second, released it, and then lived, you know? And he still would have bought a crap ton of time. And then I was thinking, like, well, what if he just, like, did it again, you know? As soon as they, like, pop out of the ground from it, do it again, catch them again, and rinse, repeat, you know? But it probably takes too much chakra. It's probably something he can't do back-to-back like that. But still, he could have went for as long as he could have, released it, and still would have, like, bought a lot of time and would have lived, you know? I feel like there's so many ways that these guys that sacrifice themselves could have lived, but they just jump so quickly to, like, hey, I'll just suicide my life, you know? But anyway, yeah, so we spent a lot of time with that. It was, I don't know why it was so funny to me, jumping back and forth between Sarada just yelling at Boruto and Boruto just not listening. Like, it was so much more, like, the other characters were yelling at him too, but it just kept, like, swapping to her going, Boruto! Like, just, like, it's so funny, but, I don't know why I found it so funny. The other thing that I found funny was Mitsuki somehow got his arms stuck in the muck too. Like, you would think the one thing you don't want to do is get your arms stuck, and he's like, oh, I wish I could do something, but my arms are stuck. He had them out before doing jutsu. Did he just, like, relax them down to his side, and he's like, oh, damn, now I can't move them? But then I thought a little bit after we saw him move them, so maybe it's because of his big sleeves or something. It was before Amoy showed up, so it was before this. This is really, like, the last thing that I have. Just, I thought it was so funny. Because it was another moment where I swear we saw... It's funny watching it in reverse and seeing them just slowly raise up, actually. Because I'm going from, like, the end of the episode backwards. Yeah, so there's a point where he actually grabs the tentacles with both his hands, and that's after he said his hands were stuck. Wait, did I read that line wrong then? Where was that? Let's find it. We gotta find it. Am I crazy? Like, where was it? Did I already... Okay, I think I found it. I just need to go back like a few seconds because the subtitles didn't show up. Okay, here we go. If only my arms were free. He is sitting there saying, if only my arms are free, at 14 minutes and 16 seconds into this video, and then, like, 4 minutes later, you see him with both his hands free, like, ripping one of the tentacles off. Am I crazy? Like, I know we've seen them, like, shifting in this a little bit, right? But, like, if he can't get his arms out at this point, is it just that he keeps struggling and eventually gets them out or something? I don't know. That was, like, one of the silly things I saw, like, from Mitsuki. Because, like, he had his hands out, he was doing jutsu, he fired the snakes off at the guy right when this thing started, right? And then somehow he lowered them all the way down to his waist, because if you look at the thing, he's, like, squatted down a little bit, and then his arms are, like, in. So somehow he, like, stuck his hands in it for some reason, got them stuck, and then he couldn't get them out. And then a few minutes later, he got them. I don't know. The little consistency on that was a little weird. Maybe if any of you guys have watched my discussion to this point, you can let me know what that was about. But anyway, I thought that was a little silly. But yeah, that's going to be it from me, though, guys. I don't really have much else to say about this episode. I can't wait to see Deepa. I'm glad that the Leaf Shinobi are aware. I'm glad that Amoy showed up. How he got there so fast, I don't know. Because he was, like, crawling on the ground before. So... but he somehow got there, and, I mean, I guess, like I said, we don't know how long they were stuck in that pit, though, either, so, but the fact that Amoy made it to them before Deepa made it to the last quadruplet guy seems like a little silly, too, but anyway, yeah, that's gonna be it from me. Thank you guys so much. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you did. Check out my Patreon if you want to see a couple episodes ahead right now. You can do so on there. Link is in the description of my Patreon. I also have my exclusive content on there where you can see Jujutsu Kaisen, Reincarnated as a Slime Season 2, and Black Sails. And yeah, the link will also be popping up on the screen, or you can go to patreon.com/Morthodon. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.